What's going on, guys? We're doing a Marvel Future Revolution video, and I'm going to be talking about status effects. If you need status effect accuracy, does your target need to be guard broken for you to hit your statuses? We're going to talk about each and every status and what they do and when they get applied. Let's get into it. So I've done a lot of testing with several other players with max status effect accuracy, low status effect accuracy, any kind of things in between to see what skills land on their own, what skills require accuracy, what skills require guard break to land. A quick TLDR up front is anything that moves your opponent, such as knock up, knock back, things like that, requires them to be guard broken. Things that do a damage type or stat or other type of status effect, such as blind, burn, bleed, things like that, they are accuracy checks. The only exception to this is if the skill says cannot guard, that means it ignores their guard break. So if you have a stun that says cannot guard, similar to Ghost Rider, normally stuns they would need to be guard broken, but it says cannot guard, so his stun goes through guard break. Jumping into examples of skills, we have chill right here, stacks, and then once it procs, it does the effect of decreasing movement speed and freeze. So how this works is once you trigger the freeze, it is a status effect accuracy chance. And if they are guard broken, it's as if their resistance is 0, is what it seems like. I could be wrong, but with a lot of testing, this is what it looks like to me and to several other players. Tell me in the comments down below if you think any of this is wrong, but this is what it looks to be happening from myself and other players' interactions in the game. So if you guard break them, your status effect accuracy, it doesn't matter what it is, it treats their resist as 0. So freeze. Freeze is obviously, I hate that it doesn't tell you what some of these things are, but freeze for 4 seconds, exactly what it sounds like. They're frozen, can't move. Next, poison. You throw it. It something to keep track of is it actually does a damage type right here. 337% poison damage. So Donna Ports does increase this because she says typed damage. Poison is a type. Obviously, you're not going to use Donna Port specifically for Widow's grenades, but it's just something to keep track of in case anything happens in the future. Poison, when skill lands, reduce stamina recovery. So this is status effect accuracy. When you throw it, it'll always do the 337% poison, but you have the chance of inflicting the poison status effect. With your status effect accuracy minus their status effect resistance equals their chance to hit you with the status. If you are guard broken, treat the resistance as 0. Next, Trap Deluge. This is shock. Shock decreases attack. It works the same as the last couple that we went over. Status effect accuracy versus resistance. Burn, the same thing. Status effect accuracy versus resistance. They obviously have different effects. These all say the damage type, as you'll see. Flame, shock damage, poison damage. Next, we get into something completely different, and that is a skill exclusive to magic in her, mostly her dark magic skills, I believe. The DOT, damage over time skills. These do not require status effect accuracy. They are considered part of the damage. So when the skill hits, it does the initial damage, the 546 right here, and then for 5 seconds, it does 13.3% of her attack per second. I do not believe there is status effect involved here. I've seen the ticks all the time. This one, because magic, it's hard to get stats specifically for magic. So this one in particular was really hard to test, but I have yet to see the damage over time not stick. Because of the rolling for magic and things like that, that isn't in the game yet. I am pushing for that to happen as soon as possible, but it's hard to test this. But it seems like it is tacked on as part of the damage of the skill. So their status resistance doesn't matter. This will generally happen. Plasma Blades, this is Bleed. This is similar to the other skills. Accuracy versus resistance. If guard broke, treat resistance as 0. Now we go into the interesting stuff. This, I believe, is the knockup. Airborne. So airborne knockup, same thing. This is a movement type skill. It requires the target to be guard broken to do the thing. So obviously it has other effects here, but I just wanted to show an example of a skill that says it does the thing. So if this only said airborne and they're not guard broken, it won't do anything no matter how high your status effect accuracy is. They need to be guard broken for movement and pairing abilities to work. And then we get on to the opposite. I've had questions about this one specifically, confusion, and what's very interesting is it says deals continuous damage, so that AoE is doing a damage. It is not damage over time, the named skill as magic, but it does damage over time in the area. But the confusion chance is accuracy versus resistance. Then we have drag. This is the only move that I found that has the keyword drag, which, its whole idea is it drags you into the center of the ability. It is obviously, I am moving the character, so it is a movement and pairing ability. So they need to be guard broken for the drag to occur. We go on to blind. This is the one that threw my initial logic out the window. My initial logic was any skill that said a type damage was status effect. Anything that didn't say a typed damage, they needed to be guard broken for. Blind hits before guard break, so this made me rethink everything. And I spoke with Claire, a lot of the bigger players in the game know who Claire is. She's, I believe, a mathematician. She's always spouting numbers and stuff, but she helped me fine tune this thought process here. And blind is accuracy versus resistance. So if you have 30% accuracy and they have 50% resistance, you're probably not going to hit them with your blind. Astral Projection. I wanted to bring this one. There's other skills that do similar things. When he goes through the target, that target receives increased damage during that time frame. This does not have an accuracy check. You can have 0 accuracy as strange, and they can have 1,000 resistance. And if you hit them with this skill, they will take increased damage regardless. It cannot be resisted at all. And then to show you, as an example, I was saying, I'm sure everyone's seen Strange's ultimate, picks you up and slams you down. Right here, all character ultimates say this, as well as a lot of companions. you will see guard break high cannot guard, meaning you can have max guard break, you can have max resistance. This will happen. It will do the thing regardless of what your resistance is and regardless of what your guard is. Let me know if this helped you guys, or if you found something that doesn't quite meet what I'm going through here. I went through all 9 characters, all their abilities, tested every single ability that has a status effect or type damage to see how it works with this thought process here. And everything seems to line up. As I said, the only questionable one is it's really hard to test with magic because you can't get the perfect rolls and things like that right now. But it does appear that the DOT keyword of Magic's dark magic skills is calculated as part of the damage. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this. And until next time, guys.